morning and welcome to Town Hall 76. Stay Beautiful, Stay Alive, a women's conference that's coming up in Montgomery, and it's one you want to hear about and one you want to attend because October, as you know, is Breast Cancer Survivors Month. And we have with us, of course, Representative Thad McClammy, and a new friend we're introducing you to today. Her name is Karen Jones, and she is the creator of Stay Beautiful, Stay Alive, a most interesting project that is saving lives. Welcome, Representative. We have a new friend with us this morning, Miss Karen Jones. I don't know how you found her, but I'm glad you did.
Well, this is not, a new venture. I guess it's carrying me back. We've been involved in a number of these community initiatives, everything from Water for Haiti to Stay Beautiful, Stay Alive. And Karen is out there on the case. If it's out there, she's going to find it and fix it.
She is going to find it and she is going to fix it. And I want to tell you, when you called me this morning to tell me about Miss Karen, I just said, let's get her on and let's talk to her about Stay Beautiful, Stay Alive. Miss Karen Jones, you've got a great women's empowerment conference coming up. Tell us about it.
Well, Stay Beautiful, Stay Alive is a program in which started out in Chicago, the Chicago area, in salons, in which nurses go into the salons to help women do self-breast checks while they're in their natural element, the salons. Usually in the salons, we talk about everything and we gossip, but we don't usually talk about what is of importance. And this program, Stay Beautiful, Stay Alive, which was originally initiated by the Morehouse School of Medicine, National Black Leadership Committee, started this community awareness program in which they had a nurse to go in to salons and had the women there do their own exams and show them the proper way. And since I've been back in Montgomery, it has affected about 10 women. They found lumps while they were at the salons with the nurses there, or they've called me thereafter within a month to say, hey, I checked this month and this is what I found. So I've been very pleased with the programs here in Montgomery at the Grand Applause and Beautiful Creation Salons, in which the women are now talking about it.
Sure. And the mere fact is that they are welcoming you and the nurses to come in and literally right there on the spot, whether at the shampoo bowl or under the hair dryer or in the salon, the stylish chair.
Right.
They are saying, yes, let me check my breasts.
Let's check breasts right here, right now. This is the proper way to do it, because some women do it while they're just standing up, and you should be laying down or in the shower. Some women don't go as high up under their armpits as they should. So it's very informative, very educational. There are programs here for low-income women who don't think that they can afford or don't have insurance to go and get mammograms done. So it's very important that we go out into the community to share this with others, because more white females are diagnosed with breast cancer, but more black women die from it.
Right.
And it is my opinion that in the black community, it's a taboo to say cancer or talk about cancer openly. And last year, one girl knew her grandmother and mother died from it. She did not or would not go to get a mammogram. So we encouraged her while she was there to do the test right then, because she didn't
At
even
a
know.
salon?
At a salon. While she was in the under the hair dryer, come up from under that hair dryer, talk to this nurse, and discreetly she went over to the side and talked to her, and she just broke down. But she said that this is something that she would start doing, her monthly self checks, and she was going to make her appointment to go to the doctor.
So this young lady, when she was examining herself, and with the nurse there, they did not find anything, I trust.
She didn't find anything right. Then she was so scared. She broke down because her grandmother and mother had died from it. But we wanted her to make sure everything was okay because her, the genetics, her risk was a little bit higher than either yours or mine. I don't know what your family history is or mine. So it is very important that you know your family history, medical history as well. And if you know your grandmother or mother had it, 9 times out of 10, you may have it. My neighborhood friend, she is a breast cancer survivor, and I'm so proud that she will be a keynote speaker there, as well as the former Carver High School PTSA president, Eris Beasley, is a breast cancer survivor. So I want real women to come in to tell their story, to share their story, and to let the public be made aware that you can survive.
Sure.
You can survive.
Sure. And Representative, all of us really, when you think about it, are touched by somebody who has either survived it, still living, or who has succumbed to it.
You know, the health holistically is one of the greatest problems we have in our communities. And breast cancer survivors are not at the rate that they should be. And I think that this is really an ingenious idea where you really take the program to the people. And if you take them where they're relaxed and it's in a situation where, because, normally at least, like Karen said, everybody talking about everything else in Islam anyway, so at least this is really a substantive contribution, and this is really the month. That's why we chose to look at this venue, because hopefully that someone will at least adhere to it. And I think your conferences out there are at the governor's house.
Yes.
So we can't, even if it's not but one, that's really a victory within itself. And it's obvious that they have a good track record with the program, and we're just proud that she shared this with the Montgomery community.
Oh, absolutely. And to be able to go out to where we are in the salons and educate and encourage women to embrace the fact that once you know, there is a peace of mind, particularly if you do not find anything, and then follow up with a mammogram. That's really the first step, to self-exam and then follow up with a mammogram, because those are important to get every single year.
And you would be amazed at how many women do not go to get their annual exams because of the fear of finding out something. Each year it's a new story that just is daunting. It moves
Just the
you.
C word, cancer, the C word, clearly. Yes,
Right.
no question. But the good news is if you catch it early, you can survive.
Yes, that's the good news.
Yes. We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back and talk more about Stay Beautiful, Stay Alive. Great program. We'll be right back.
It is always important to get a self-examination for breast cancer. The earlier the detection of cancer, the more likely there's a cure. Rapid response for treatment is a necessity if breast cancer is detected. Some time ago, my mother passed away from breast cancer. She was only 56 years old. I would do anything to have her back into my life. Will you choose life to live till its fullest term? Take my advice and get tested. I have.
We're back. Karen was telling us about a 23-year-old friend of hers who had never had a breast exam and then discovered she had breast cancer at 23. That's an early age.
Very early.
To have breast cancer. Tell us this story, which does have a good outcome.
Yes. I was a secretary at a DeKalb County school in Georgia, and the parent, she was a single parent. She was 23. long hair, very beautiful. She came in just hysterical. She needed to check out her son. I said, well, you're so hysterical, you need to calm down for a moment. What's wrong? And she said, they just told me I have breast cancer, I'm gonna die. I said, did they say you're gonna die? And she said, it's cancer, I'm gonna die. I said, you're not gonna die. And she said, yes, Miss Jones. And so I sat her down and told her, if you leave here in this state, you may have a car accident and die, but I want you to sit down and think about some things. We're gonna go through and talk to somebody. And another parent who was there was a nurse. And she actually worked for the school, Morehouse School of Medicine. And from that is how I got involved and started doing it actually with Bob Mathis Elementary School PTA. And we had the women to come in with the Mary Kay beauty makeovers and all to get the female parents involved at the PTA meeting. And we were doing with the nurse, had the models and everything, doing exams there. She went through her chemo, she lost her hair. She dyed it though, and it was very nice style that she dyed it in, and she was so cute. And this is what this is about. She beat her battle with cancer.
Sure.
And she's still alive. So this is what we try to promote. You can stay alive, you can stay beautiful. And beauty is within. So it was a very successful story. So that's who made me get more involved with it, because I couldn't believe at that young age you could get breast cancer. So
that is rather early for a woman to get breast cancer at 23. Normally it's in the 40s and 50s and 60s. And thank you for calming her down and just helping her to get through the next steps so that she could properly get the best treatment and the best education.
And I thanked her for allowing me to enter her life, to share her story with others, and bring the attention to others my age group, because I think I was 25 at the time. And you know, you get paranoid when your age group has a certain condition that you're like, we're too young, and which made me think about the diet, everything, because fibroids, it was a lot of women in my age group because we were caffeine drinkers, coffee and sodas and all. We had a lot of fibroid cysts in our breast, teas, chocolates. So if you cut back on that, but you need to go to get that exam.
You need to go, you need to know.
Yes.
Yes. Representative, thank you too for helping to bring breast cancer awareness to the forefront during October. That's just important to encourage the African American community in particular, but everybody, to be very cognizant of this particular month and to be cognizant of making lifestyle changes as you need to. We need to go on some foods, as you well know. We need to exercise more, as you well know. I mean, we all know that. But to do it and to talk about it and to embrace it means a whole lot. Thank you very much.
Usually we always hung up on what we can't afford. And I think that we are really going to have to start looking at, a lot of these things, particularly the awareness and even the control is not something that's financially prohibited. We usually go beyond, but I don't have time. Well, it's like this. I mean, how much do you have time to stay alive? And I think that once we can use these type platforms, because I think that, her phone and our phone's going to be ringing out. I think this will be a very successful conference. Now, the grand applause, that's our neighbor, Ms. Maven. Have you been over there yet? Or are you getting ready to go over there? I mean, when will you be over the grand applause?
I went to see Mabel last week, and in her shop, a young lady last year. She was touched by this program as well. She didn't even know how